how was Art Basel? Am I pronouncing that correct? Is it Basel?
I don't even know. You don't need to go to that shit. Art Basel is everything that I disliked about Miami squeezed into 1 week.
Nice.
Why did you go?
Well, we went because it was a friend of ours' engagement party, which was phenomenal.
Okay.
And congratulations, by the way, Oren, Camilla. Beautiful, amazing party. But Art Basel itself, looking at art is really fun. Cool thing about art is you don't have to have taste. It's what affects you. You know what I mean? Like if you see some picture and these fucking people don't like it, but you like it, go buy that picture. Go buy that painting.
Yeah.
So it's, a reaction is gonna get evoked in you, and then you can buy that piece of art. Doesn't matter what they fucking think. If you're buying it so that you can have some sort of investment, now you gotta care what everybody worries about. But if you just wanna have it up in your room so you can look at it because it makes you feel a certain way, that's great, do it. So seeing the art was really cool. But I think what happened is that what I loved about Miami was there was this great Latin cultural influence where like people were like having fun and they were so fucking welcoming and happy and smiling and wanting to party, wanting to have a drink, wanting to eat some food. It was like, it felt like the holidays every single day.
Felt like family.
There was positivity that you often don't see. And listen, I'm a New Yorker through and through. I love it. But a lot of times we can get, caught up in a rat race a little bit and not have that same like outward positivity.
Yeah.
But down there, it was a fucking positive
If you
energy.
walk slow, you get yelled at in New York.
Exactly. Let's go. We got a place to be.
Yeah.
So what Art Basel was just a combination of things that I did not like about Miami, which was like pretentiousness, the not even pretentious, like just the clout chasing, money hungry. The thing about Miami is it didn't feel exclusive. It was like everybody coming in together, let's fucking do it. And this was exclusivity.
Yeah.
It was like, which I didn't feel these things regularly when I was in Miami, or seldomly I felt them, but this week it was like super heightened. Everybody looking to see if they're about to find a famous person, everybody trying to be in this picture at this cool party or getting on the list of this, and I was just like, yuck.
This is super exclusive though, right?
What?
Getting into Art Basel, you have to like be invited, they have to like accept your invitation.
No, you can go and see the exhibits. I mean, it's genius. It's like 5 people are buying these expensive works, but they'll charge $60 a person to get into one of these
museum
like, halls
in the gallery or whatever.
The gallery where, there'll be ones for definitely for emerging artists, but that's what you're doing. You're walking around, but then there's music festivals, there's DJs, there's just to walk in a hotel, it's like, you have to show
You wait 40 minutes for an Uber. It's like, to me, the party didn't feel any different than a regular party weekend in Miami.
That's the thing.
So it's like, it's no different than what you can access in Miami, but now the Ubers are 40 minutes.
And the hotel is
The hotels are way more expensive.
The traffic is insane.
The traffic, it's just like, it's all the worst things squeezed into 4 days. And apparently I was talking to a buddy of mine who runs a gallery up in Palm Beach, and he was just like, the real Art Basel is Monday, Tuesday, where the people who actually care about the art go. And you go look at all these works, and then you go to some parties that are like run by some art people, not a party where it's just like every fucking IG model is there.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a lot of talent, but the fact that like they're all there, you know that they don't give a fuck about art.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about art.
Yeah.
Right? But I was going, oh, is this a unique cultural thing? And of course our friends are getting engaged and throwing a party for it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's like everybody is here to be looked at instead of look at shit. And the whole part of art is you're looking at it. It ain't even about you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would not go back. No interest in going back.
That
to bars.
said, the Thursday party with Blondish, plus the engagement party, but talk
love
about
Blondish.
the Thursday rave that we went to.
That video of you running by is so funny.
I said to the
You
group.
retweeted it.
I did.
It's just Blondish spinning, and then you just see Andrew run back with just a wife beater on, his hair flapping in the wind, just looking mad happy. I don't know if you're on mushrooms or
Mad
what.
people send me that video. Like my personal friends were like, "Yo, come get your boy." Like, what is going on? You were just going crazy in the
Son,
booth.
I rave, bro.
Yeah, you're
I
a
rave.
raver, dude. Plur, dude.
I fucking plur it up, dude. Now there's Blondish is the shit, man. She throws an absolutely amazing party. So connecting with her was dope, and that was fucking fun. That was
seems
cool.
great.
She's fire. I mean, the show is just incredible.
Any other cool link ups?
Did we?
Not really.
What I would say is like, you could go. Blondish is one of the best DJs in the world right now. Go see her at a non-Basel thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, see her wherever she is this weekend, go see her.
Yeah.
If she's in your country or city, just go see her.
She's great.
You don't need to put yourself through that fucking Basel. 40 minutes for an Uber, and it says it's 8 minutes away for 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's infuriating.
Like-
But then once you get in it, you're still waiting. That's the best part.
You're in traffic. It's like
No, we just love staying at the house. We hung out with the culprit guys a bunch. Shout out Dylan,
Oh,
speedy recovery.
shouts, guys.
Broke
Yeah,
his
yeah.
foot.
Oh yeah, Dylan broke his
I've
foot.
been there
at the engagement
I've-
party.
Hey, I've been had a broken
But he
foot
really
listening to
broke it.
Blondish.
Not your little bullshit to get you out.
Was it
of
a
it,
Liz
man.
Frank? What was it?
Yeah, dude. Son, me and Des Bryant got the same injury. What can I tell you?
I mean, that's crazy. Did you put your card in the Mischief ATM?
No, but that guy from I'm sorry, I'm fucking forgetting his name right now, but he hit me up. He's like, yo, you got to come down to the ATM.
Did you see it when you were there?
No, because I don't think we were at that one. And I wanted to go, but I literally didn't because I was like, do I want to wait for an Uber for 40 minutes?
Really?
Yeah, it just ruins the vibe. It feels like what people in LA go through, where you're like, your friend can ask you to come over and you have to calculate how much traffic you'll have to go through coming back.
Yeah.
And that will stop you from just going to your friend's house that should be 20 minutes away, but now it's an hour and 20 minutes
All
away.
my text messages were telling people how I can't link up with them.
Yeah.
Like what you are in your group for that weekend and
Yeah.
just don't even bother.
So Mischief, who's the brand that's behind the Lil Nas X, what's it called?
Sneakers.
Sneaker.
They do a bunch of cool shit. They did the car. Did you see this? The Key for All, where they basically have one car. It's a PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
And they sold like 5,000 keys. And all the keys unlock the car and can drive the car.
Oh, that's fire.
And the idea is like, okay, we're gonna just put the car in some random place, and everyone has an app that gets you to the tracker that tells you where the car is. So once you buy a key, you know where the car is, and you have a key that unlocks it. So people are like flying from LA to like Boston to like go get the car to unlock it. I think it started in Brooklyn.
I believe it.
And now it's
Casey Neistat started.
yeah,
with the
Casey
car.
like drove it right at the beginning, and now literally like people will just meet you, and the rules of the game are like if you see them, you have to trade keys.
Yeah.
Or you have to trade off the car. So you'll pull up to someone and be like, hey, I have the key, and they go, all right, you take it.
It's like tag.
Yeah, literally.
That's cool.
And It's
Yeah.
just like this collaborative effort to be like, okay, how long can the car stay alive for?
Yeah.
And so like some guy got it who's like a mechanic, and he brought it into his shop and like cleaned it up, detailed the whole thing, and so it was in like great shape. Another guy's like an artist, he painted the whole thing. So it's just like this big group
That's
effort
sick.
just to do shit. And
I
so
like
Mischief did it. And I think it was dope.
Yeah, they're fucking great. Yeah, so they basically put this ATM that displays your account balance.
Yeah.
And people were going and running it up. And I was thinking, what is the game with this? Because I was going to go there and I'm like, I don't want to win. You know what I mean?
It
That's
seems like
kinda-
a no-win. Like if my account balance is mad high, I'm gonna get anxious because everybody's
Yeah.
gonna know.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be number one. But even if it's low, I'm gonna be fucking embarrassed.
Yeah.
Just a complete lose-lose.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, how do you find a way to... Your picture is displayed, the amount is displayed.
I don't need all that.
Yeah. But there is a fun game with it.
If you can have debt, that's kind of funny.
That
Yeah, I
would
was
be
thinking, like, how do I be
funny.
last?
Yeah.
Having negative is kind of cool. And I asked, and there was like a big line. I was like, yo, if I come by, I'm not waiting on that fucking line. He's like, okay, I can get you to the front of the line. I'm like, okay, what is the game that I can play? I'm not about to like move some funds and try to win.
No, if you move funds to lose, though, that'd be hilarious.
Move
A
funds
picture
to
like
lose
that?
is dope.
Yeah,
How do you
yeah.
become guaranteed last? That's
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah.
Or negative.
Negative.
What else could you do? ATM.
I mean, have a funny number, like 666 or some shit, 69, 69,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of it. That's really the
1
only way
cent.
to win.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good idea. And it was a great example of like not only marketing but also art.
How do people have that much money in their checking account?
That's what I also was wondering.
Because nobody's paid taxes yet. This is nobody's paid taxes yet. So you have all your money that's in there,
Also,
right?
aren't you investing in something, though?
In your checking account?
Just move it
$5 million
for
in a checking account? That
Oh,
seems
that's-
crazy.
You take it out of your fucking whatever money market savings
That's a
account,
lot
whatever
of
it is,
work,
and you
though.
just move it over.
No, with Bank of America app, you could do it, switch from savings to checking and
Right.
I guess.
Right. But still, usually people would
But if
have
it's
those
huge
types of
funds,
money.
it's
yeah, I'm
probably
calling
in a
Goldman
different
Sachs to
account.
move money into my checking for it. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah. For a little clout,
Yeah.
clout.
So why
taking
are
it.
other people going to Art Basel? Are they trying to like network and like connect with people? And
No, it's the most attractive scene if you actually want
Yeah,
to
there's
just
tons of
rage.
beautiful people there. I
Every
guess.
big DJ's out there.
I mean, you guys were there, so yeah.
Yeah, we're the beautiful people.
yeah.
No,
but
it's just,
for what we know about it, like moving around the way we did and having that freedom is just you could get everything you want. You
I'm
wanna
sure
go to
we
the
didn't do it
restaurant?
right, to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure we should have seen more art. We should have probably went to some parties on some fucking yachts or something like that. Like, I don't think we did the best version of Art Basel.
Speak for yourself. What are you talking about? You decided not to go and do this or that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What
You
just
didn't
happened?
you wanted to stay at the house, and then you were, oh, I want to see some art.
What are
On
you
the
talking
day after.
about? What are you talking about?
You're saying that we would have done it right. I thought we did it right.
I'm happy with what we did, but I don't think we did Art Basel.
In the
I
way
don't-
that people say you need to enjoy Art Basel.
Yeah, like we didn't go to some crazy fucking late night yacht party. We didn't do any of that kind of stuff. We went to
a mansion party the first night.
mid.
We went to a Don Julio hosted
That mansion
dinner.
party was supposed to be like the party to go to. Bro, this thing sucked, dude.
Tell me the girls weren't smoke shows, though.
Oh, yeah, but it's like, so what?
But I'm just saying, it's what.
This is just
can
a
you-
married
it's like
mindset versus a
disappointing
non-married
version
mindset.
Like,
of
but
what you're
just
saying,
the
though.
idea is like, it's like,
What would the yacht party have been?
like we live and work in Soho, New York. I didn't see more hot girls in that party in Miami than
That
we
is
see
a valid
right
point.
outside
Soho
the
is-
studio
Soho is
every single
Absolute
day.
lie.
Soho is
Absolute
specifically
lie.
bananas. Soho is
telling you,
specifically
this
We
party
can
bananas.
was
go
the
outside.
Greatest concentration of attractive girls. We were
Really?
the same one, right?
I think. How many did you do anything?
Did I not at some other things?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
you
okay,
did.
all right, go on.
I'm just saying. I listen. Seeing a lot of hot girls in the same place isn't like the most shocking thing.
So it's a disappointing part, but you did it, is what I'm saying. You did it right. You just didn't like it.
I don't think we did it right. I'm be honest with you. Don't be insulted, but I don't think we did it right. I
Tell
think
me what you didn't do right.
It sounds like you did it right.
I think-
it
did
it
sounds
right,
like
you
it might just suck.
Yeah,
I think
you just
Dove's
didn't
right.
like it.
we didn't go to a yacht.
Well, you could have.
I didn't do any yacht.
He just
stuff.
knows how to rile Dub up. He's just like, what is the one thing that we didn't
I didn't
do?
do any yacht stuff. You know.
He went to a sponsored event by the not Don Julio 1942, but like 1942's fucking Papa Bear.
Yeah.
The extra Ñejo.
Yeah.
You did these events properly. You just didn't like it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Not
no,
for
I
you.
didn't like it.
So there you go.
I wouldn't go back.
The opposite of Burning Man.
Yeah.
Exclusive, closed
It
off.
seems like the
hypey.
opposite of Burning Man, except the people are still rich.
Can I tell you something? 1/8 of the amount of attractive women that were at Burning Man. Like, imagine a party at Burning Man and then just pick just the ugliest of the women, and that's what the best party was.
That's who
at
Dub was
Basel.
hooking up with?
This is
No, Doug
so-
was talking to a beautiful girl.
It seems like Burning Man is almost like rich people kind of like, this is going to sound more meaner than I mean to, but like kind of cosplaying like what like poor people go through.
100%.
And then
Yeah.
Art Basel's rich people being like, let's just be fucking rich.
Yeah, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's be in mansions and yachts.
Burning Man is Montana in the desert.
Yes.
You know how like rich people like go to Montana because
Yes.
they're like, I want to be a cowboy.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I want to get in touch with humanity or whatever like that. It's like that's Burning Man is that like I want to be a desert person. I want to be Mad Max. But while you're in Montana, you do get in touch with nature.
Yeah.
It feels good, right? You're like, wow, it's nice to look at these mountains. It's nice to be on the river. It's nice to fish. This is really enjoyable, even though you're putting on the costume.
I'm getting away from all of it. It's kind of nice to get away from
And the
all of it.
same thing I think happens with Burning Man. You put on the costume, but then it fucking works. I can't remember what the hell it is. What was that goddamn something wager?
Pascal's wager.
Pascal's
Yeah.
wager. You know, live a God-fearing life even if God doesn't exist because you actually feel better doing it.
Yep.
And then shit, if you end up doing it, if heaven's real,
Yeah.
that was a good wager you put on.
Good
Yeah.
upside, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm curious if this is you getting like more well known. Events like this are less interesting because
so much.
some people go and they're like, I mean, it was pretty cool, but like also like Andrew Schulz was there and this TikTok guy was there and this other person I know was there.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and so
yeah,
for them it's
yeah.
really cool, but like you're a part of their attraction.
You see you whenever you want.
And then you go and you're like, I didn't really care about the TikTok guy I met and the other
this is
thing.
interesting. It's like once you remove exclusivity, the party is the party.
Yeah.
Not even remove exclusivity. You are the exclusivity. Like you bring the exclusivity.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, once you're invited or allowed to be at a place or people want you, now you're just judging the party as how fun the party is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Whereas before that, if you shouldn't be in a place and then you get in, you're just excited to be there.
Yeah, exactly. If you're in the club with P. Diddy, you're having an awesome time. But if you're P. Diddy, you're like, I'm just in a club.
It really depends on the party.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like if you're P. Diddy and you're at this party, you're like, oh, the DJ's fire. And like, that's the thing. The blondish thing is like, it wasn't fun just because we were there with her. It was fun because she's fucking a great DJ
Yeah.
and she was rocking that shit.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, it's interesting. You have a more objective perspective on the party. And maybe that's why Burning Man's great. Is because it's like, fucking A. It's so much goddamn fun, not for all of us.
Yeah.
Or every one of you, I don't know if you guys felt this way on the way in. I was like, the RV's gonna break. We're not gonna get in. something. Well, you definitely went through it. You're like, I'm not going to be able to get here. It's not going to be able to happen. And then you finally do go. But yeah, that is an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take that away from people who are really excited to be in that place. But once you can go, like, I wonder if that's what happens with like chicks or like just people, not only just chicks, but like people in relationships with others because of the clout or because of the financial benefit. Like once you have the clout and you have the financial benefit locked in, now it's really, do you like that person?
Yeah.
And if the relationship falls apart, it's like, well, you never really liked it. You like the clout.
Yeah.
You like people talking about you.
Yeah. That tells you everything you needed to know.
Yeah, it strips away all the other shit that would make someone interesting.
Yeah. But in that moment, it's hard to be self-reflective. You know, you're dating somebody, you're getting so much clout from it.
Yeah.
You actually might think that is butterflies for that person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think people are doing it maliciously.
No.
Where they're like, oh, I'm using this person. It's
That's
like,
what you theorized about Kanye and Julia Fox. Was they got together and they were getting all this like attention from everywhere and everybody's eating it up. So they were both like, oh, we're getting this great feeling from the outside, but we think it's probably us two giving it to each other.
Yeah. That same void is being filled.
Yeah.
So it's hard for you.
You can't discern if it's external or right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think people do that where they go to parties and they're like, dude, the party was insane. I met this guy and all these hot girls were there and the whatever else. And then you're like, okay, if you take away the things that you valued in that situation where there's like social hierarchy, then like, was it actually good?
Yeah,
and you're like, the music kind of sucked and like, I was kind of drunk and that was it.
Yeah, this house party, which is like the one on that day, I don't know, it was just like, I don't know, boring. It was
Everyone
like,
else probably.
That's what I'll admit to it. It was.
everybody's looking to see if somebody's there. Like,
They're
you don't
looking
have
at
a
you. Everyone else had a great
Yeah,
time
that's
because
the
they're
thing.
like, bro, this fucking comedian I love was there.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, dude, this party sucked. I just kept getting stared at. It's fucking annoying, man.
And then notice the things he likes. He's like, dude, I wanted to go into nature. Like, I wanted to be out in the woods where no one was there. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But
Or
I
just have cool conversations with people like about art or something. That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah. But
What, dude?
Yes.
That'd be cool. Right?
Oh God, that was so good. He was just so like outwardly just.
He wants to meet 20-year-olds and talk about how many TikTok followers they have.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's what he's really into. That's what's really
What did
exciting.
you like about it, Dove?
I
actually
actually
asking.
didn't go expecting to want to see art. He didn't say you wanted to see art one fucking time.
That's
before
actually a
that.
lie.
No. When you were there.
I believe Dev.
beforehand.
I
We
believe
went
Dev.
there for an engagement party.
Yeah, I went to the
Fantastic
engagement
weekend.
party.
Yeah.
And then when I was there, I was like, I'd like to see some art. This
Yes.
is an art festival.
Okay. And you had the option again on Friday, and you wanted to stay at the house and just fucking hang. So
That is on me.
that's
40-minute Uber, though. 40-minute Uber. Who's going to do that?
Yeah.
someone who likes art.
But I don't know. I do think that's an
Plenty.
interesting thing. Like, I kind of understand. I don't know if this is necessarily true, but like, you see like movie stars that do this, where like they'll get famous and then like they'll have that turn where they're like, I just want to like Brad Pitt's like making art and shit. And I'm like he's like painting and like sculpting, and he's like, this painting means this. And I do think that like if you're removed from like those normal social circles and every single event kind of feels like a little bland because people are looking at you and you can't even experience the thing anymore. And again, it's not anyone's fault. It's just the nature of like how the hierarchy works. And then you're like, okay, now I'm interested in like creating something and personal connection and like real shit that
Even
like
just,
actually matters.
It could even just be like when Johnny Depp. You remember we stayed at a place he used to live at in the Hollywood Hills. It was super like you could not fucking get to it. We couldn't figure out how to get out. Then he went and lived in France. It's just like I don't want to be. You strip away all the other shit. Like all the fame and all the lights that I'm used to now, I don't like any of this. I'm just gonna go live where the fuck I want to live. I don't want to
Yeah.
be around it.
That is actually,
I'm not saying that's you, but I am saying
No,
I've seen that happen with other people.
I think it's a little bit different in the way that I have kind of played the game. Obviously, I'm not even close to a level of a guy like Johnny Depp or whatever, where they're going to be doing like some super weird shit. But I've consistently wanted to do the same things, which is like collaborate with my friends, right? Like, and go on adventures with my friends. Like Burning Man was an adventure. I just wanted, we didn't make any money on Burning Man. We like demonetized the episode specifically to go along with like the Burning Man values, right? But I wanted you guys to all be there, and I wanted us to do something fun together and enjoy that together. Even doing the pod is like, let's do something fun together. To me, when we go to, and Dove fucking hates this, but when we go on the road, I don't want to party after. What do I want to do?
Eat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eat
well,
But
and
it's
talk.
not about food.
No,
Yeah,
it's the hang.
100%.
I want to just talk to you guys, and I want one of you guys to say something wild, and then we tease this person. It's like the podcast. The reason this is natural for us is because this is just kind of like what we all enjoy to do.
Yeah.
Like before this, we're doing it out there, and then after it, we're gonna do it out there. So, for me, I guess the going to one of those fancy, cool parties before I had any level of fame at all, I guess was exciting for what you mentioned earlier. It's like, oh my God, these people are going to be there.
Yeah,
and I
when
get
you're
to
25 and you're in LA and you get to go to a party and meet a celebrity, it's like, oh, that's cool.
But I never really enjoyed the dynamic at those parties.
Yeah.
Because it's not the thing that I enjoy doing. But when you get to see,
It makes up for a lot.
Your emotions are conflated, where you're like, did I like this, or is it because this famous person?
I like that there's that famous guy there. And it's still exciting to see it. Last night, fucking 50 Cent is on the flight coming back.
Yeah.
And it was so cool.
Yeah.
I like introduced him to my wife, but I called him my wife, and Emma, I called. It was weird. Like I was like, "Oh, hi, this is my wife." Like
did that on the
I was like,
phone with
"Look,
us.
what's that?"
You were on the phone
I was on the
with us.
phone. We were talking about.
It was
the bus.
50 Cent.
I did
Yeah.
not know that was 50 Cent.
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys, he said it. No one else heard it, I guess.
I literally I go, babe, this is an absolute legend. And then I look at him and I go, this is my wife.
Hey, yo.
While I'm, and then he kind of smiled and he was, this is how much respect I have for 50 Cent. I thought he was in the seat behind me directly, and I didn't even put my seat back for like an hour.
That is a lot
I
of
gave
respect.
him an hour
That's
of a 3-hour
insane
flight
respect.
where I was like, he might be crammed. You know what I mean? That's 50 Cent. Like, I get crammed 50 Cent. Then I found out it was my wife's seat, and I was like, boop. I just dropped that shit back. What's up, man? Yeah.
Can I get a head massage? Hello.
So, like, I think there is that. Having that, there is that excitement that we all have in being around these people, blah, blah, blah.
Dude, like 9 years ago, my friends went to 40/40 Club to watch the finals, and one of them got a high five from Jay-Z. They still talk about it to this day.
Yeah.
It's the fucking coolest thing that will ever happen to them.
Yeah, and I don't think that ever goes away when you're really excited about the people you're meeting
Yeah.
with. But when the people at the party are some, like, fucking private equity douche,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, oh, God, I shook hands with the guy who makes money off of people's money? Whoa,
He
that's
trades
awesome.
money
Yeah, yeah.
overseas for different money to make more money.
Wow. Whoa, dude. You know what I mean?
crazy.
Like, fuck that. I'm dropping my seat immediately. Before we take off, I'm
You
dropping
could
my
use
fucking-
some discomfort, you fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, get a private jet. Anyway,
funny.
so yeah, I think that was a good. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But being able to focus on the things that bring you joy, and I'm so fucking. I think about that. I'm so lucky that I get immense joy from hanging around with my friends. Like that is the pinnacle of joy.
Yeah.
And my friends, my wife, even spending time with my wife, like that's a fucking awesome time. So shocking. Shocking, like